Jana Duggar shocked by unauthorized property listing. Jana Duggar has recently discovered that a property was listed under her name without her consent, sparking shock and concern over the security of her personal information. What started as a routine check quickly became a situation that blends legal, emotional, and societal implications, highlighting the vulnerabilities even public figures face in property and identity management. Jana's initial disbelief turned to careful action as she navigated the surprising revelation with measured concern, balancing the immediate shock with a methodical approach to resolving the issue. Jana Duggar has recently found herself at the center of a surprising and deeply unsettling situation after discovering that a property had been listed under her name without her knowledge or consent. What began as a routine check of public records quickly spiraled into a situation that left Jana not only shocked, but also questioning the security of her personal information and the transparency of real estate processes surrounding public figures. The Duggar family, long accustomed to media attention and public scrutiny, now faces a scenario that blends legal, emotional, and societal dimensions, highlighting challenges that extend far beyond the ordinary concerns of property ownership. Jana's initial reaction was one of disbelief. She reportedly first learned of the listing while reviewing online property databases, a moment that immediately triggered concern and a sense of violation. For someone whose life has been public for decades, the assumption might be that there is little left to surprise her. Yet this incident strikes at a different level, one of personal boundaries and autonomy. The notion that a legal record could reflect ownership or interest without the owner's consent challenges fundamental expectations about privacy, legal responsibility, and the mechanisms designed to protect individuals in property transactions. From a historical perspective, the Duggar family has always operated within the intersection of public exposure and private life. Their reality television presence has opened windows into the most personal aspects of their family dynamics, their day-to-day routines, and their real estate ventures. However, the situation with Jana's name being associated with a property she had no intention of acquiring introduces a dimension of risk that even high-profile individuals cannot entirely escape. Property law, particularly in the United States, is built on the premise that ownership is verifiable and documented with consent and signatures, yet loopholes, clerical errors, and fraudulent activities can occasionally undermine this system. Experts in real estate law have pointed out that while such occurrences are rare, they are not impossible. There are instances where properties are listed incorrectly due to administrative mistakes, and more concerningly, there are scenarios where malicious actors attempt to exploit procedural gaps. In Jana's case, initial investigations suggest that the listing may have been a combination of administrative oversight and digital misrepresentation, though legal advisors have urged caution until formal clarification is obtained. The emotional impact on Jana and her family is significant. Owning property is not merely a financial matter, it carries personal and symbolic weight. For Jana, who has long managed her life under the gaze of the public eye, the sense that her name and identity could be co-opted without her knowledge is deeply unsettling. Sources close to her indicate that she has expressed both frustration and concern, balancing the immediate shock with a desire to address the situation methodically and responsibly. The unfolding events have also prompted wider discussion about the responsibilities of property listing platforms, public records offices, and the safeguards intended to prevent unauthorized use of personal information. Analysts note that this incident serves as a wake-up call for both individuals and institutions. While Jana's status as a public figure inevitably amplifies attention, the core issue resonates universally. Unauthorized property listings can have serious legal and financial consequences, from misrepresentation of assets to potential liability for taxes or debts associated with the property. Experts emphasize that due diligence, regular monitoring of property records, and legal consultation are crucial preventive measures. Moreover, this scenario illustrates the increasing vulnerabilities individuals face in an era where digital databases are widely accessible and errors can propagate rapidly. The Duggar family, despite their media experience, finds themselves navigating a complex intersection of privacy, public perception, and legal scrutiny. Public opinion has been mixed, with many expressing empathy for Jana's predicament, recognizing the emotional toll that such a discovery can exert. Social media conversations have ranged from supportive commentary, highlighting the importance of protecting personal identity, to analytical discussions about the technicalities of property law and potential systemic weaknesses that allow such mistakes to occur. The dialogue reflects a broader societal concern about how personal information, even for individuals who are accustomed to public exposure, can be misused or misrepresented in digital and bureaucratic systems. Legally, the next steps involve both clarification and correction. Jana's legal representatives have reportedly initiated contact with the relevant authorities and listing platforms to rectify the record and ensure that her name is removed from the property listing. This process, while seemingly straightforward, involves careful documentation, verification of ownership, and sometimes negotiations with multiple entities to confirm that the listing was indeed erroneous and that it cannot recur. Legal scholars observe that such corrections, though procedural, highlight the importance of maintaining accurate and secure records, particularly in real estate transactions where misrepresentation can have far-reaching consequences. Beyond the legal ramifications, this incident opens a window into the psychological and emotional dimensions of property ownership. For Jana, and by extension many individuals who manage personal assets, the sense of security associated with legal recognition of ownership is intertwined with personal identity, autonomy, and trust in societal systems. Discovering an unauthorized association with a property can elicit feelings of vulnerability, uncertainty, and frustration, underscoring the human element often overlooked in analytical discussions of property law. Experts in psychology note that even high-profile figures are susceptible to the stress induced by perceived violations of personal boundaries, and handling such incidents with support and professional guidance is essential for emotional well-being. Educationally, this case provides several important takeaways for the public. First, regular monitoring of public records, including property ownership databases, can help identify errors or unauthorized listings early, preventing potential complications. Second, understanding the legal frameworks surrounding property transactions, including the processes for correcting errors and protecting one's identity, is crucial for all property owners, regardless of fame or public profile. Third, the incident underscores the broader principle that personal information, even when publicly accessible for legitimate purposes, must be safeguarded vigilantly. In an age where digital information is pervasive, mistakes can spread quickly, and proactive measures are essential to preserve both financial security and personal peace of mind. For viewers, Jana's experience serves as a case study in vigilance, demonstrating that awareness and timely action are as important as legal knowledge when managing personal assets. The story also resonates on a moral and reflective level. It highlights the need for integrity and accountability within institutional systems, reminding society that human error or negligence can have significant personal consequences. At the same time, it illustrates the resilience required to navigate unexpected challenges calmly and responsibly, maintaining composure while ensuring that rights and protections are upheld. Jana's response, characterized by measured concern rather than impulsive reaction, exemplifies a thoughtful approach to personal crisis, balancing emotional response with practical action. The narrative surrounding this incident is evolving, yet the broader implications are clear. Beyond the immediate correction of property records, Jana's experience prompts dialogue about privacy, security, and the responsibilities of institutions that manage sensitive information. It also raises awareness about the human impact of seemingly bureaucratic mistakes, reinforcing the notion that systems must be designed and maintained with accuracy, transparency, and accountability. For families, individuals, and public figures alike, the situation serves as a reminder that vigilance, informed oversight, and readiness to address unexpected challenges are integral to managing both personal and financial domains. As the story develops, observers anticipate that Jana's careful navigation of the incident will provide both clarity and reassurance, illustrating the ways in which legal, emotional, and societal factors converge in modern life. In reflecting on this situation, the lesson extends beyond the immediate parties involved. It encourages the public to consider the intersections between privacy, personal agency, and institutional responsibility. It highlights the importance of staying informed, seeking expert guidance when necessary, and approaching unforeseen complications with both awareness and composure. The incident underscores the value of resilience in the face of challenges, demonstrating that even highly visible individuals must contend with everyday vulnerabilities that require thoughtful management and proactive problem-solving. Jana Duggar's experience, though unsettling, offers a rich case study in navigating personal crises with intelligence, dignity, and measured action, providing viewers with insights that are both practical and reflective. Ultimately, this story reinforces the necessity of vigilance, the significance of maintaining accurate records, and the emotional realities that accompany legal and procedural mishaps. It is a narrative that balances analytical insight, emotional reflection, and educational value, presenting viewers with a comprehensive understanding of the situation while emphasizing the broader lessons applicable to all. In closing, Jana Duggar's discovery of a secret property listed under her name without consent is more than a news headline. It is a reminder of the importance of awareness, the potential for human error within institutional systems, and the enduring need for proactive measures to safeguard personal identity and legal rights. By observing her response and the steps being taken to correct the situation, audiences can gain both reassurance and practical guidance. This event illustrates the convergence of legal diligence, personal integrity, and emotional resilience, and it invites reflection on how society manages and protects personal information in an increasingly interconnected world. It emphasizes that while errors can occur, measured action, expert support, and a calm approach can restore clarity, security, and confidence. Jana's situation also inspires consideration of how individuals interact with systems that govern important aspects of their lives, from property ownership to personal privacy. It highlights the necessity of vigilance in monitoring personal records and understanding legal safeguards, while also acknowledging the human dimension of surprise, concern, and the quest for resolution. In essence, this story is an invitation for viewers to appreciate the importance of protecting personal information, the need for systems that are accountable and reliable, and the emotional strength required to navigate unexpected challenges. Through this lens, the narrative moves beyond a simple news event and becomes a reflection on responsibility, trust, and the proactive management of one's personal and legal affairs. The unfolding developments will continue to be closely watched, not only by those following the Duggar family, but by anyone interested in the intersection of privacy, property rights, and digital accountability. As Jana Duggar addresses this unexpected chapter with poise and deliberate action, her experience underscores enduring truths about human vulnerability, the necessity of legal vigilance, and the value of thoughtful responses in maintaining personal security. This incident is ultimately a profound reminder of how individuals must balance awareness, precaution, and emotional resilience in a world where personal information is both a critical asset and a potential point of exposure. Jana's careful approach offers a model for navigating such complexities with dignity and clarity, providing a nuanced understanding that is both educational and emotionally resonant for audiences who seek insight into real-world challenges that affect both public figures and everyday citizens alike. Thank you for watching.